texted me yesterday if is it possible to talk about the Crawford fight for February or meet to yesterday here in Los Angeles with him.
However, the fight was confirmed by his former associate, Turki Alish. During a recent face-off, Canelo shared intriguing details that have only heightened anticipation, making this matchup even more worth the wait.
An ability to cut off the ring is more, and he's bigger and stronger, and I think there's a risk there for Crawford, but this is why you tune in, right? Crawford keeps doing the amazing.
The situation is this: while Canelo is gearing up to face Crawford, he's also pursuing another fight. However, it seems that bout might be slipping through his fingers as well. Let's get you up to speed.
Yo, Turkey, tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes! Let's go! Canelo, come on!
At 36, Terence Crawford is laser-focused on cementing his legacy by taking on the biggest names in boxing. He's done with small fights. He's aiming for matchups that will define his career, and Saul Canelo Alvarez sits right at the top of that list. For Crawford, this isn't just another fight, it's a game-changer. Crawford has already etched his name in the history books, becoming the first male fighter in the four-belt era to be undisputed in 2 weight classes, a feat no one else has achieved. Among his standout performances was his dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr., where he controlled the fight from the opening bell and finished Spence in the 9th round. It was a masterclass in boxing that left fans and critics alike in awe of Crawford's exceptional talent.
Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right.
At the recent No Golf, No Life event, Canelo Alvarez shared his thoughts on Terence Crawford, describing him as a great fighter and expressing openness to a potential matchup, if the price is right. At this point in my career, I'll fight anyone, Canelo stated, but it has to make sense. The money has to be there. Enter Saudi Arabia. Turki Al-Sheikh has been making significant waves in the boxing world, investing heavily to bring blockbuster fights to the region. His latest focus? Securing a showdown between Canelo and Crawford. The massive financial backing from Saudi Arabia could be the game changer needed to turn this dream fight into a reality.
Bringing up Canelo, I think that's weird, because you'd have to gain 20 pounds?
Yeah.
But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight, that's the money fight, that's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, catch weight. We can do something at a catch weight.
What weight you think?
Probably 160 or something.
So you said 154 is the highest you want to go?
Yeah, 158.
But why is Canelo suddenly showing interest? The answer lies in Terence Crawford's recent moves. After dominating Errol Spence Jr., Crawford stepped up to super welterweight to face Israil Madrimov, claiming the WBA world title. In that fight, Crawford not only handled a bigger opponent, but also unveiled a more aggressive style. Instead of his usual evasive tactics, he stood his ground, trading punches, a shift that didn't go unnoticed. In an interview with Sway's Universe, Canelo revealed that Crawford's performance caught his eye. "I'm in," Canelo said. "If the money is right, I'm ready. He's a great fighter, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. I saw in his last fight that he doesn't move as much, so I'm interested." Crawford's evolution and Canelo's confidence are setting the stage for what could be a monumental showdown.
Ali Sheikh say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer, and look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then.
Now Crawford has set his sights on Canelo Alvarez, another undisputed champion. But there's one significant obstacle. Canelo competes 3 weight classes above Crawford's last fight. It's a massive leap that most fighters wouldn't even consider. But Crawford isn't most fighters. He genuinely believes he can make it happen. Canelo, however, wasn't so sure. For a long time, he dismissed the idea of fighting Crawford. "What's the point?" he used to ask. If he won, critics would argue Crawford was simply too small. If he lost, it would be a devastating blow to his reputation. But now something has shifted. The question is, what has changed Canelo's mind? Is it the money, the challenge, or something Crawford has done to earn his respect? Whatever it is, this potential clash has everyone talking.
How can you, a man coming from 147, I know he's a great man. Crawford is a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody...
Benavidez's perspective on a potential Crawford versus Canelo showdown hinges on Crawford's recent move to super welterweight. While Crawford dominated the 147-pound division, his power hasn't translated as effectively to 154 pounds, as evidenced in his win over Israil Madrimov. He didn't have the same power at 154, Benavidez noted, emphasizing that this could be a crucial disadvantage against a fighter like Canelo. Known for his granite chin and ability to thrive in exchanges, Canelo poses a unique challenge that Crawford's style and power may struggle to overcome at this weight class.
Looking for the big fight, Crawford-Canelo, now we're preparing for this.
You want to do everything, Crawford.
This comment sparked widespread debate. Is Canelo underestimating Crawford, or is his confidence justified? Canelo has faced all kinds of opponents, bigger, smaller, older, and younger. He's proven time and again that he can adapt to any style, but Crawford is a different breed. He's not just a great fighter, he's a master of adjustment. Against Spence, Crawford was nearly untouchable, showcasing surgical precision. Against Madrimov, he was aggressive and powerful, proving he can adapt his style to any situation. Crawford's versatility makes him one of the most dangerous fighters Canelo could face.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight.
Crawford isn't backing down from the challenge. To face Canelo, he'd need to move up another 14 pounds to 161, a significant jump for someone who began his career as a lightweight. But for Crawford, this isn't just about size, it's about proving that skill can conquer any physical disadvantage. Canelo, however, remains skeptical. Last year, he told Boxing Azteca that a fight with Crawford might not be worth the risk. "He'll criticize me no matter what," Canelo said. "If I win, they'll say Crawford was too small. If I lose, it'll be even worse. It's a lose-lose situation." Despite his doubts, the possibility of this monumental clash continues to generate buzz, leaving fans eager to see if these two undisputed champions will meet in the ring. Promptly ranked beneath those of the giant Octavia,
Crawford could beat him, because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for.
Canelo's tune has shifted, and it's not hard to see why. The money. Saudi Arabia is putting massive paydays on the table, and that kind of cash can make anyone reconsider. But this fight isn't just about the money, it's about legacy. A win against Crawford would add another legendary name to Canelo's resume, while a loss, though shocking, would showcase his willingness to take bold risks. Fans are split. Some argue that Canelo's power and size would simply overwhelm Crawford, while others believe Crawford's speed, technique, and fight IQ could turn the tide. It's the kind of clash that fuels endless debates and makes matchups like this truly electrifying.
If Crawford and Canelo were to come to fruition, you see that being competitive, still even with the 21-pound difference, Jim?
If I'm Crawford, I don't want to have to go up to 168 pounds to get the fight. I want to somehow gull Canelo into thinking that it's okay to fight him at, best of all possible world.
Power. Or by no power? Yeah. We're not to roll with punches. We're not to take power. You take your power away from. How you take a power puncher? Take the power away from a puncher. Let us know. What? No, I ain't gonna tell you. You should know.
Slide off. Take something off the shot here and there.
That's one of them. Pick.
Crawford, on the other hand, seems absolutely fearless. He's chasing greatness and doesn't care who's in his way. For him, this isn't about the money, it's about proving he's the best, no matter the odds. That relentless drive is what makes Crawford so unique. As of now, nothing is set in stone. Canelo is still weighing his options, including a potential fight against David Benavidez, the IBF super middleweight world champion, another blockbuster matchup. However, the buzz around Crawford versus Canelo is impossible to ignore. With Turki Al-Sheikh reportedly ready to make it happen, this dream fight feels closer than ever.
Wonder how effective Crawford can be if he keeps moving up in weight. You know, like you're starting to see that, you know, now he's not quite as strong. The knockout streak is over. But he can box really, really well. But madrimov.
David Benavidez, the unbeaten powerhouse of the super middleweight division, is well versed in the complexities of the 168-pound weight class. When it comes to a potential clash between Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez, Benavidez's opinion holds considerable weight due to his first-hand experience at this elite level. In a conversation with Shahid, Benavidez made it clear that while he has great respect for Crawford's exceptional skills, the odds, in his view, are heavily stacked against Crawford in a showdown with Canelo.
Crawford throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168.
I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's the money fight, you know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo. Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo, to be honest with you, but it would be, I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight, it would be a great fight, but I feel like if I deserve my opportunity.
The mental game in boxing is just as crucial as the physical, and Canelo Alvarez's comfort at 168 pounds could give him a decisive edge. Drawing from his own experience as a super middleweight, David Benavidez understands the unique power and durability that fighters in this division possess. Benavidez noted that super middleweights are accustomed to absorbing and delivering heavy punches, an area where Terence Crawford might struggle as he moves up from lighter divisions. This first-hand insight underscores the significant challenges Crawford would face against a seasoned champion like Canelo.
Canelo versus Crawford, the biggest fight in the game.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, like when you're looking at Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, this is the next thing.
Benavidez highlighted the monumental challenge Terence Crawford would face moving up 2 weight classes to 168 pounds. It's not just about adding weight, but effectively carrying it against stronger, bigger opponents accustomed to competing at that level. Canelo Alvarez has spent years dominating the super middleweight division, taking on top-tier fighters and proving his mettle. While Crawford's technical brilliance is undeniable, Benavidez believes he would face a significant disadvantage in both size and experience if his first fight at 168 pounds is against a seasoned champion like Canelo.
With Crawford going up, I believe he can put a beating on anybody 154, 160.
But not 68.
Nah, Benavidez is...
Canelo.
Canelo, I think he's a smart fighter. He doesn't rely on his power. Crawford ain't up.
Yeah, the size is an issue. Canelo is way bigger. This fight's at 54. He's got 2 weight classes to broach in order to get to 168 to fight Canelo. But as you said, champ, Canelo has become increasingly inactive in fights. He throws less and less punches.
Benavidez also weighed in on the stylistic dynamics of a potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup. While Crawford is celebrated for his adaptability, Benavidez believes Canelo's vast experience and exceptional ring IQ could effectively neutralize many of Crawford's strengths. Canelo's ability to cut off the ring and impose relentless pressure has been a cornerstone of his success. Combined with his size advantage, this could make it incredibly difficult for Crawford to execute his game plan. Another critical point Benavidez raised is the challenge of jumping to 168 pounds. Crawford would need to add significant muscle while preserving his speed and stamina, 2 of his greatest assets. Balancing these factors against a seasoned super middleweight like Canelo would be no small feat.
I mean, I can't really say nothing about that. If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he's going to do. Canelo is a man that he does anything he wants to do. I don't think really what people say affects him. But I feel like the people, they want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. It's the biggest fight to make happen, and I feel like I'm the biggest threat.
Benavidez highlighted that transitioning to a higher weight class isn't as straightforward as it might seem. Fighters often lose some of the qualities that made them successful in lower divisions. Against someone like Canelo, who excels at exploiting even the smallest weaknesses, any decline in speed or endurance could spell disaster. What makes Benavidez's analysis compelling is his respect for Crawford's skill. He acknowledged that Crawford is one of the most technically gifted fighters he's ever seen. His prediction isn't about doubting Crawford's talent, but recognizing the immense challenges he would face in this specific matchup. Benavidez's insight also reflects his understanding of Canelo's mindset. Known for his strategic brilliance and ability to adapt, Canelo's experience at super middleweight and his relentless focus could give him a significant advantage in a bout of this magnitude.
I don't really like to bash somebody because at the end of the day, I give respect to Canelo. He's a great fighter.
Yeah.
He's one of the best Mexican fighters of all time.
But wanting to fight him, David, is not bashing him.
Yeah.
That's not bashing him.
But that's what I'm saying. They spin the narrative on Instagram. Right. If I say something, they say this or that. But I only want what I earned.
Right.
And I'm entitled to it from what the...
Canelo is not just physically imposing, but a master strategist who excels at exploiting his opponent's weaknesses. Against Crawford, Canelo would likely lean on his size and power, using them to wear him down over the course of the fight. Benavidez believes Canelo's ability to adapt and dominate at 168 pounds would ultimately prove insurmountable for Crawford. Despite his undeniable skill, Benavidez's analysis aligns with the broader context of boxing history, where fighters moving up multiple weight classes often struggle against naturally bigger opponents, no matter how skilled they are. The leap from 147 to 168 bell pulls is a monumental challenge, and Benavidez's insights underscore the obstacles Crawford would face, even with his ambition, adaptability, and technical brilliance.
Good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, is his weight.
Yeah.
And Benavidez's views bring valuable depth to the ongoing debate surrounding a potential Crawford-Canelo showdown. His balanced respect for both fighters, coupled with his detailed breakdown of the stylistic and physical challenges, makes his analysis one of the most insightful in the boxing world. As fans continue to speculate about the outcome of this potential clash, Benavidez's perspective highlights the complexities that make this matchup so intriguing. While Canelo Alvarez, the face of modern boxing, remains unafraid of big challenges, his recent remarks during an interview with DAZN have only fueled speculation about his future. Canelo revealed the one fighter he dreams of stepping into the ring with again, Floyd Mayweather. Reflecting on their 2013 bout, Caneleo's desire for a rematch underscores his competitive nature and his drive to cement his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience,
Despite Mayweather's comments comparing his fight with Canelo to his bout with Pacquiao, there's little indication he'd risk his undefeated record again. However, Canelo's dream of a rematch with Mayweather intriguingly intersects with his other ambitions, particularly a potential showdown with Terence Crawford. If Canelo versus Crawford happens, it would pit two of the best boxers of this generation against each other. Crawford's move up to super middleweight would be historic, a leap few have dared to take. Even Canelo, with all his experience at 168 pounds, would have to take Crawford seriously, given his unparalleled technical brilliance and adaptability. Interestingly, such a monumental fight might also serve as a stepping stone to lure Mayweather out of retirement. The buzz and legacy stakes of a clash between Crawford and Canelo could be enough to reignite Mayweather's competitive fire, setting the stage for an unprecedented showdown.
But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Motherfucker easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old.
The others say no, that's 2 more weight classes. Once he gets touched by Canelo, it's gonna be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo, he's gonna slow down. So I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many.
Over a decade later, Canelo Alvarez is a completely transformed fighter. He's stronger, smarter, and widely regarded as one of the most complete boxers in the sport today. A rematch with Floyd Mayweather would be more than just another fight, it would be a chance to rewrite history. It's an opportunity for Canelo to prove that the young, inexperienced fighter who stepped into the ring in 2013 is now unrecognizable compared to the champion he's become. For fans, the prospect of this rematch would be tantalizing, a chance to see if Canelo could succeed where Manny Pacquiao and so many others fell short. Mayweather, however, seems content in retirement. Since stepping away from the sport with a flawless 50-0 record in 2017, he's participated in exhibition bouts but has shown little interest in making a serious return to competitive boxing.
What I have to say to Canelo is this. You proved yourself already. You proved yourself. You fought a lot of great fighters. I like to speak the truth. Now, at 23, he fought Floyd Mayweather. He was 23, I was 36.
Canelo's ambition goes beyond just Crawford or Mayweather. He's made it clear that he wants to dominate the entire super middleweight division and solidify his reign at 168 pounds. That's what makes the recent news of David Benavidez moving up to 175 so significant. Benavidez has long been seen as one of the few fighters capable of truly challenging Canelo. But with him seemingly out of the picture, Canelo's path appears clear to focus on Terence Crawford, and perhaps even a long-shot rematch with Floyd Mayweather. What do you think about these developments? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.